Hello my bookish besties and welcome back into another video. In today's video I thought it would be fun to do a picker wheel chooses my reads for the week, but not really a week because my husband's going out of town for the next 4 days, so I'm gonna be home alone with a lot of free time, and I thought what better way to pick my reads for the next couple of days than to have a wheel pick it. So the rules that I've established, the wheel is gonna, I put like I think it's 8 categories here. The wheel, I will spin it each morning for the next 4 days, and whatever category it lands on, what I'm thinking is I will only read stuff from that category. So say it lands on romance book, I will only read romance for that day. My other idea here is if I finish a book, so like say it picks romance again and I read a 250 page romance and I finish it, my next read for that day also has to be romance. And then my other like self-imposed rule is I want to finish at least 1 book a day, so fingers crossed we can do it. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, my husband's out of town for the next 4 days, and other than like, general house / taking care of dog priorities or whatever you want to call them, other than slight responsibilities, I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want all weekend, so I'm thinking this will be really good. Today is Thursday. I do have work today, but it's really early. Like my husband and his friend just left for their ski trip. It is super, super, super early. Not really. It's 6 a.m. We got up at like 5, but that's earlier than I usually log in for work. So what I'm thinking is I can spin my wheel right now, pick my thing for the day, and then that'll be what I read today on my like work breaks in this afternoon when I log off. So without further ado, let's quit yapping and go through my wheel. We have, like I said, about 8 categories. We have romance, TBR picks, so like the TBR my husband helped me pick out, finish a current read, audiobook, mood read, so that's just dealer's choice, whatever I feel like reading, an ARC or a Kindle read. So let's go ahead and spin. I'm a little nervous because depending on what we pick, the first day today while at work could be really busy. I'm hoping for Kindle read, finish a current read, or audiobook, because those would allow me to pick shorter books that I could actually finish today. But let's see what fate decides. Oh, audiobook. Oh no, it kept going. It's finish a current read. Okay, this is pretty good. Let's take a look at what I'm currently reading. So I do technically have like 2 chapters into City of Ashes. I started this last week, I think, and then just kind of got busy / started reading other things. So I do have this that I'm currently reading. I also have The Rose Bargain. I read a chapter yesterday at work. First impressions, I think it's pretty good so far. This is also technically a TBR pick, so like that'd be a double whammy there. And then I have on my Kindle here, I have started Operation Bounce House by Matt Dinman. I'm about 12% through, so this is probably the one I'm going to lean towards today because I'm really trying hard to finish this before it publishes on February 10th. I think by the time this video posts, it might be out. Let me look at this calendar here. Okay, crazy enough, the day I'm planning to post this video is the literal release date for this book, so fingers crossed we can finish it this weekend, but I think I'm gonna read this like starting now, like as my first pick, and then if we finish that, I'm leaning towards morphing to City of Ashes just because this is technically the one of the 3 I've been reading the longest, but we'll just see what I do, and I will update you guys once I get reading. Oh, also, you already know what time it is. Alani time. I feel pretty good, but I know for a fact I'm gonna get one of those afternoon slumps because I don't usually wake up this early. We usually wake up at like 7, so. Oh, it's so good. I forgot to cheers you. Cheers. Yeah, it's so, so tasty. I thought I had a strawberry one in my fridge, but the ones I bought the other day to put in the fridge, I guess didn't make it to the fridge. So Cherry twist it is today. It's pretty tasty. Oh, I'm gonna get reading now, for real though. Okay, I'm going to be really honest. It is 3:15. I have logged off for the day. That's the one perk about logging in super early. I was able to log off super early, but the pups and I are now gonna go get our HTO and hopefully read. I didn't read hardly at all today. I doom scrolled or worked all day, which means we have quite a lot to read tonight if we want to meet the one book a day. We're gonna try really hard though. I am so sleepy though because I'm not used to waking up at 5. But anywho, that is my update. Please keep good vibes because I need to read some more and I'm stressed. But anywho, it's time for tea. Tea and afternoon snack has been secured. My current hyperfixation snack is blackberries. I am going through like a pack of the giant one from Sam's, like literally a week, so they're just so good. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm still reading Operation Bounce House. I think when I started this morning I was about 17 or 18%. I'm up to 25 now. I'm liking it so far, but I do think I'm a little bored, but not because it's bad. I think I'm just not in the mood for this specific kind of story right now. My blackberry choked me. Can I help you? Girl, no. So far in February, literally all I've read was the Else Caller King Lopin like dual book from Brandon Sanderson, and then I forgot what the second thing I read was, but it was also kind of just like a strange vibe. So I just don't know that I'm in the mood for this, but like I mentioned this morning, I want to read this ASAP because it is kind of timely. I want to read it, 1, before it releases because I think that'd be cool, but 2, before I meet Matt Dinniman next week, or I guess in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks. But like it's not this today's Thursday. It's not this Monday, so like in 4 days, it's the Monday after that. So like 13-ish days or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, the moral of the story is I need to read it and I want to read it. I just don't know that I'm in the mood to read. And I don't know if it's because I'm doing this challenge, which is telling me I have to read, or if I'm just not vibing with the book right now. But like I said, I do like it so far. Basically, all that's happened is we've met our main characters. They are a bunch of farmers who live on this land, like this planet. Think something like the 100. They are a group of humans that have been sent to a different planet to like kind of live there, get it prepared for more life, I think. But stuff naturally goes wrong, and the humans that are still on Earth are now hunting them, saying they are terrorists and all this crazy stuff. So we are following our main character, who's a literal farmer, as he like defends his whole entire planet. And it's very fun, but it is like very silly, goofy, because obviously it's Matt Dinniman. And like I said, I like it. I just don't know that it's the vibe I want right now. But I do think I'm going to continue to read it because I am liking it. It's just whenever I put it down, I'm not like, oh my god, I need to read. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm just not in the mood to read, period. Like, I think I'm going to put The Pit on our Xbox as background noise. I have been obsessed with The Pit recently, as I think a lot of us are. My husband and I watched season 1 all the way through, and I think I'm going to just go ahead and start that baby right over. My favorite characters are Mal and Langdon, obviously. Also really like Robbie and Whitaker. Can't stand Santos or the one girl. She's like the daughter of the surgeon or whatever. I can't really stand her. But overall, I really love the show. I think I'm going to put it on as background noise and read. Like I said, my goal is to read 1 whole book a day. Excuse me, it is so weird to eat with food in my mouth, but I'm hungry. Which, if I want to finish this today, my Kindle says I have 7 hours and 18 minutes left, and it is about to be 4 p.m. So if I started right now, I would finish like at 11. That implies taking no breaks though. So we'll see if I actually read this whole thing today. I don't know. I guess we'll see the vibe. Getting arcs is fun, But sometimes it sucks because I, like today, for example, while I was like making lunch and stuff, it's like I could have been listening to it, but it's an ARC, so I don't have an audiobook option. Anywho, I'm gonna read. Okay, but I could also watch Return of the King, or do I dare? I don't think it's the time. Let me know if you think I'd like it, because I am like genuinely not sure. Ooh, actually, I think I'm gonna watch an episode of Game of Thrones. So a fun fact about me, season 8 is actually my favorite season of Game of Thrones, and I think episodes 2 and 3 of season 8, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms and The Long Night, are the best episodes in the whole entire series. Oh well, that's my opinion. Also, I want to make it known, Nikolai is my favorite character. I love him. But actually I have a lot of favorite characters, so... Thank you. I have a confession, I hate Khaleesi, but I love Emilia Clarke. So yes, player of the year. If this book is a standalone, I'm not really sure how Matt Denman is gonna pull this off. Like, do a complete plot and wrap it up in one book. Like, so much is happening. It's really reminding me of the 100, but like in the best way possible. Also, earlier I said Nikolai is my favorite character. I meant Jamie, who is played by Nikolai. Duh, look at him. Oh, and Theon Greyjoy, that's another character that's very important to me. Also, maybe this is silly, but there's also some aspect of Operation Bounce House that's reminding me of like Daisy Jones and the Six or The Favorites. Like, there's these chapters that are called the Rhythm Mafia tapes, and it's like interviews, but I can't tell if they're happening before or after Operation Bounce House. I think it's after though. Like, I'm feeling pretty confident about that. So it's kind of giving, like I said, The Favorites or Daisy Jones and the Six, like that kind of vibe, where it's like telling a story, but then you're also following the interviews of people after the events have already concluded. And I do think that like dynamic, that storytelling, like the way it's being told, is very interesting, especially for a I just tried to combine sci-fi and fantasy book, but especially for one of those. I think it is really, really interesting that he included those, and I'm really, really curious like what these mean. Anywho, back to reading / watching Game of Thrones. Okay, I've paused to make dinner. My dishwasher is going. It is so loud, but I don't really want to move to another room to record this clip because I need to keep an eye on the stove. Tonight's dinner is themed as cheese. I'm having my 3rd box of mac and cheese for the week, which is not healthy, but it's what I want. So we're having it. We're having a cheese quesadilla and some taquitos, which the taquitos have a little bit of protein in them. So also cheese is technically protein. So get off my case. But anywho, I put on the Lord of the Rings now as background noise. I don't know how long I'll watch it / listen to it. I also am not so sure I'm going to finish Operation Bounce House tonight, but I have read pretty much as possible today, especially considering today was a work day. To be honest, the category I got today was probably the one that wasn't the easiest for me to finish. Like, if I'd gotten audiobook or something like that, I probably could have read quite a bit more. But anywho, I have read about another 10% of this. I'm liking it quite a lot, but like I mentioned earlier, whenever I put it down, I'm not like, I must read. That being said, it is getting really crazy. Our farmers are currently like building a literal fort at their farm, and it's getting crazy. And I have so many questions, but I think I also know like kind of where it's going. But anywho, I will update you guys as I read more. I am kind of getting the urge to game though, so we'll see what I do. I really want to read this. I just also really want to play the game that I paid for early access, and today's the last night of early access. I did play it on the first night, it was early, but I'm kind of like, if I don't play it tonight, I'm losing money essentially. Also, I was supposed to have book club tonight, but it got canceled, so bad news. Literally all I want to do is watch The Lord of the Rings. It's getting to the good part of Return of the King. If you know, you know. So plot twist. My Kindle just said it's about to die. Yep, there she is. I got an error saying please charge your Kindle. I am only 35% through, so I'm clearly not doing super well. I still have 7 hours remaining. Oh my goodness. But I guess I'm like having to stop because my Kindle's about to die. So I guess I'll switch over to the Rose Bargain maybe? I don't know. I was starting to really get into this again. Rest in peace. Okay, it is now 11 p.m. My Kindle has fully charged and my my dogs and I are in bed. Can you see her? Oh, cute baby. The other one is like literally under me. So, yeah, I finished The Lord of the Rings. I have another unpopular opinion, I fear. I cannot stand Frodo. I think he is insufferable. So I'll be honest, I didn't watch the last like 15 minutes. Plus, my husband and I watched The Lord of the Rings the other night, and I slept through a majority of it and then woke up like specifically to him going on his boat or whatever. Which, anywho, oh frick. Turn my TV on and my hairspray can is in the way. I mean, I guess I'm not going to watch it. I'm just turning it on for ambient noise while I read for a little bit. But yeah, it's 11. I don't know how much longer I'm going to read, but since my Kindle died, I do still have 7 hours of this, which means tomorrow when we roll the wheel, it'll be a new day, and we will just go back to ignoring this for a couple days, unless I roll a prompt that somehow relates to this again. Yeah. Today was just not an ideal day for reading, apparently. I don't know. I really have no updates other than my Kindle is now charged, so we are good to go. But I am in bed, so I guess we'll just see how much I read. And I will update you guys in the morning when we spin the wheel again. Good morning. It's Friday morning. I'm drinking the other half of my Alani today. I'm so tired. I don't think I sleep as well when my husband's out of town. I think I get a little scared. Plus, my dog was really freaked out last night, so that was not fun. But anywho, it is time to pick what we're going to read today. If you can hear my dogs playing, sorry about that. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. Maybe a romance, because I do think that would be a quick read. What was yesterday? Finish a current read? I don't know. I don't know that I'm in the mood for any of these. But let's see what it picks. It ended right on the line, so I didn't know which one I was going to give me. It says mood read, so that means I can read whatever I want today. I don't know what that means I'm going to read. I'm kind of in the mood to read a Brandon Sanderson. It's 10 a.m. because I spent literally all morning looking at tattoos. There's a studio near me that does walk-ins, and I'm like really tempted to go today and see if they'll give me 2. I really want Nightblood on my inner arm and then a Red Rising quote on my wrist. I don't know how much money that would be. I also don't know if they take cash only. Like, I don't have any knowledge other than they do walk-ins, so. But I'm feeling good. I really want them. The Nightblood one I think would be really easy, at least to get the silhouette. I kind of want some smoke detailing, because if you know anything about Nightblood, duh. And the quote would be easy peasy. I feel like quotes are probably so easy. I might do just the quote, but I'm like really thinking about going and getting a tattoo or 2 this afternoon. So I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know what I'm in the mood to read though. A part of me is like, maybe I should just read more Operation Bounce House. Another like really good game plan for me might be to switch up my scenery. I used to go to this coffee shop near me quite frequently to read, and I haven't done that in a while because with our dogs, I just feel kind of guilty leaving them to like do an activity away from the house that I could do at my house. But I'm also like, maybe I need a little bit of like a change of pace. So I might do that. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm in the mood to read. I'm leaning towards starting my next Brandon Sanderson or reading a romance because I feel like I need, like I mentioned, I just need to switch it up. Let me look at what I even read according to Goodreads. Like, what have I read so far in February? It's the 6th of February. Are you kidding me? This month is crazy. Oh, yeah. The other book I read was Julie Tudor is Not a Psychopath, which she definitely is, and I didn't love that book. So I'm like in a mild reading slump where I'm just kind of like, is a third kind of emo-y book the vibe? I don't think so. I kind of want to read a romance, which I never want to do. So I guess I'll update you guys once I pick out a book. I don't need to sit here and ramble for the next 20 minutes. Anywho, I'll be back. I didn't realize his name was Daniel Arlington, and if I did, I forgot. Like, I genuinely thought his name was Starlington. Okay, friends, I meant to update earlier. I didn't, though, clearly. So it is now almost 11 p.m. I only read 78 pages of Hellbent, but that's because I did go ahead and get my tattoo. I don't even know how to, like, show it. I took a clip of it. I'll insert it. But it says, per aspera ad astra. It's for both Golden Sun and If We Were Villains. Both books have that quote in it, and they both say the same, like, translation. It says through the thorns to the stars, and I love that. These are two of the most important books I've ever read in my life. Like, they are two of my all-time favorite books. So I now have a little piece of them on me forever, and I love it. The guy did so good. It looks exactly like the picture I showed him that I wanted. So, but because of that, I didn't read hardly at all today. But what I did read so far, I'm loving. The vibes of this book so far, though, are a little spookier than the first book, but like maybe not really. So I don't know that I'm going to continue it this weekend while I'm home alone. It is giving me a little bit of the EBGBs because I'm spooked out. Because if you didn't know, this book is like literally about demons. They're trying to save a character from hell currently. So probably not my smartest mood reading choice. And also, I'd like to publicly apologize that 2 for 2 now. I have not done my goal of reading a full book. But I've just been busy this weekend, / like not reading, / like I'm just in a weird slump. I was telling my husband, it's like I get these moods where like when he's here, I'm like, okay, yay. Like, let's read and just hang out. But now that he's gone, I'm sitting around like, oh, I'm so bored. Which you'd think now would be the perfect time to read because I'm home alone, no distractions, but it's not. But anywho, yeah. I mean, a majority of my day was I ran some errands this afternoon. Like, I just wanted to get out of my house. I was getting a little stir crazy. And then I went to check if they were doing walk-ins and if they had availability. And I was at like 2. And they said to come back at 5. So I read a little bit between like 3 and 5, and then I went and got my tattoo, and then I got home and I took a photo shoot with my tattoo, obviously, and then after that I played my game because I wanted to. Also, I got Taco Bell, which I made a joke in a recent video that it seems like every time my husband's out of town, that's what I end up eating, but I just like it, okay? And it's pretty cheap. Like, I can get a full meal for like $7, and I really like that, so. But anywho, that's enough yapping. Tomorrow, I'm determined to read. We're gonna do it, okay? So I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning. It's Saturday, which means it's day 3 of this challenge. I really want to actually finish a book today. I have been so bad this weekend. I'm just so like tired and unmotivated, and I have a lot of other stuff to do. Like I said, I got my tattoo. Here's a little bit of a better picture of it. So like yesterday was really busy for me, but today I'm hoping we get some category where I could potentially do some audiobooks, because then I can do some chores around my house, like be productive but still get my reading done. But anywho, let's just see what lies in store for my fate. Please be good. Please be good. Oh. It says Kindle read. Okay. We could interpret this 2 ways. 1, I can only read on my Kindle. Or 2, I could cheat. And if I have a book on my Kindle, but also have it on audiobook, I could do the audiobooks. Because like I have a pretty large Kindle library, to be honest. I'm not upset because Kindle is a really fantastic option. It's just considering what I was literally just saying about wanting to be able to finish. That being said, I do have a lot of things on here that I really want to read. Like I have Smoke and Scar by Gretchen Powell Fox. That sounds really good. It's like a new romantasy series, I believe. And I have an arc for the last contract of Isako by Fonda Lee. I have that book I started a couple of weeks ago that my dad asked me to read. I have The Wolf King on here, The Correspondent. I have a couple more arcs I'm excited about. Like I have my Roles and Rivalry to read still, First and Forever by Lynn Painter. I obviously have Operation Bounce House by Matt Dinniman to read still. So I have quite a lot of good options, and that's literally me only listing off like 6 of them, but I'm torn because I don't really know what to do, because I don't know that I want to start something new because that defeats the purpose of me saying, hey, I really want to finish a book this week. And like I said, I also really want to focus on my arcs, but I also want to focus on audiobooks. Okay, I've determined for now I'm going to read more of Operation Bounce House, but because I do need to not run errands, but I do need to do a couple of chores around my house, I'm also going to listen to an audiobook, okay? I make the rules. I have some stuff I have to do, okay? Like, what do you want from me? So I do have freaking heck. I do have a couple of audiobooks that are due at the library soon, so I'll probably just pop on 1 or 2 of those and listen while I do my chores. I need to do just a couple things, and then once those are done, we're going to be reading Operation Bounce House. So the audiobook I'm currently listening to is, it's either You Belong Here or You Don't Belong Here. It's like a blue and pink cover. I'll insert a picture, but it's like so far so good. I don't know. It's a murder mystery, I think, about a girl whose roommate in college like got wrongfully accused of doing arson, I believe. So she's like, hush. Hush, hush. And she like fled the college. Hey! Quiet. Quiet. Give me 1 second. She like fled the college, I believe, because she was getting like hate about her friend doing the crime, but her daughter decided that's where she wants to go to college, so now she's back, and I assume stuff's gonna go wrong, but I will keep you guys updated. I actually just remembered that there is a little craft market at my local coffee shop, so let's go check it out. Okay, so that was like a low-key bust, but still fun. It was only about like 6 vendors, and most of them are people I've already bought a bunch of stuff from. So it's like, it's cute to go out and support, but like one of my friends, for example, she has like a little 3D printed fidget toy booth. Oh, I'm so out of breath. I like ran, I guess. But it's like, I don't really need, I already have like 10 of her fidgets. I don't need more. Like, it's nice to say hi to her and stuff, but also my husband has a 3D printer, so. And then like, there's a bookstore there, but they only had like 20 books. They're like a small indie bookseller, I guess. Oh, I'm so out of breath. But they were talking about how they're gonna have a book event here in like 2 weeks where they will have some like flash tattoos, and it's like a giant book swap, so I'll probably go to that just for funsies. But anywho, there's a bookstore over here in this parking lot that I think I'm gonna go ahead and go check out because I'm over here, so I might as well. So let's go book shopping. I get a shelf copy. I like that it's kind of glittery. Okay, wait, but this copy is so pretty. Wow. This right here, this is where I belong. Sarah Crowley is reading this right now. I wonder if she likes it. This is really tempting, but it's 2 through 5. Should I get this? Was anyone else obsessed with Sarah Dessen in their use? Because I kind of want to read this. Okay, so I accidentally took a nap earlier and then I woke up and I did read some. I'm at 55% through Operation Bounce House. I think I have about 4 hours remaining. It is 6:15 p.m. So I could finish today, but I'm gonna give myself grace once again. Okay, it's my reading vlog. I can do what I want, okay? But I think I might read for maybe another hour-ish while I eat my dinner. I made some butter chicken. It's gonna be so freaking good. My husband doesn't really like butter chicken, so I'm really, you know, allowing myself to have it while he's gone. There was a different phrase I was gonna say then, and it slipped my mind. So, but you know, I'm excited to eat that because I don't eat it a ton since he doesn't like it. But I think I'm gonna read then I might game for a little bit. I crave the social aspect of like humanity. So I kind of want to game because my friends get on Discord and I can game with them. But I want to read also, because duh. But yeah, what I'm thinking is I'll read a little bit, eat my din-din, game, get back to reading. Fingers crossed we can finish tonight. So far I'm really liking it. But there's something lacking it from being a 5-star, I think. At least right now. There's a chance it could morph into a 5-star, depending on how things go. But right now, I'm vibing around like a 4. Anywho, I'll be back. If I'm learning anything this weekend, it is that I am the world's slowest reader. Tell me why I'm only at 58%. Granted, I have scrolled on my phone a little bit, like I've been texting some friends, and my husband texted me back finally. He's on the mountain, so like I gotta take my text messages when I can get them. And yeah, whipped out my dragons and everything. Like I've been reading with my knockoff Jellycat dragon in my reading chair, having a grand old time, but I keep getting distracted and I have not read as much as I wanted to, but it's only 9 p.m. I don't usually fall asleep till about 11, so I'm thinking maybe if I lock in, we can get a bit more of this read. It says I still have 4.5 hours left, so we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Good morning, my beautiful besties. It is 10 a.m. I laid in bed for quite a while this morning. I was so tired I stayed up really late trying to finish Operation Bounce House. But I ended at 70%. So, like, literally fell asleep in the middle of a chapter. I do have only 3 hours remaining though, so I do feel pretty good about being able to finish this today, hopefully. But we have one last spin to do. So let's go ahead and determine our fate for today. Okay, so now I get audiobook. Are you kidding me? This spinner wheel is evil. Every day that I wanted something, it gives it to me like the literal next day. Like the first day I wanted Kindle Read, I think. I got it yesterday. The second day, yesterday, I really wanted audiobook. I get it today. And I never got romance. I was really kind of hoping to get romance because I'm trying to read a romance before Valentine's Day. Let's spin one more time just to see if now I get romance. Just because I have a feeling I'm gonna. Oh, actually I didn't. It said finish a current read, which is what we had the first day. Anywho, okay. Well, it said audiobook, which is great news because I didn't do a single productive thing yesterday. And my husband gets back today at 4 p.m.-ish, and like I mentioned, it's 10, so I do have quite a bit of stuff that I would like to get done before he's home. Like I really need to pick up, just like do some general cleaning, and I need to do some, I kind of want to do some laundry. Last night I, in bed, bit off all my nails also, which like bummer, but oh well, it happens to the best of us. I probably need to do the dishes, you know, just kind of do a couple of like generic overall cleanings. I'm also going to kind of break the rules, and I think I am going to read some of Operation Bounce House today. Probably once he gets home though, like this afternoon I'll do an audiobook till then. I also, today, probably around the time he gets home, get to, there's like hair on it because my dog was trying to lick it earlier. Also, it started like peeling right here. Today is also when I get to remove my bandage. He said leave it on 2 to 4 days. This will be day 2, but I want to go ahead and remove it because I just want to. Also, I usually go to the, I really kind of am itching to work out, and you're not supposed to work out with it on, so I'm thinking today is the day. and we're gonna clean it and do all the good stuff. So, anywho, oh my god, I'm so tired. My dogs woke me up like 6 different times last night. And like I said, I was already up late. I think I fell asleep around 11:30, and then they woke me up at midnight to go to bed. Or sorry, to go to the bathroom. And they woke me up again at 6 to go back to the bathroom. So, only got like 6 hours of sleep, but we are gonna freaking do it, okay? We can do this. We are strong. Anyhow, yeah, I'll update you guys. I think I'm gonna finish listening to, I forgot the name of the audiobook I started yesterday. You Belong Here. So far, I like it. It's basically like a kidnapping, murder mystery type vibe right now. I don't really know where it's going. I have some theories, but anywho, yeah, I'll update you guys once I listen to some more. Okay, so I just finished You Belong Here. It was crazy. It had so many plot twists, but I don't know if that was good or not. Like, so much happened. I think I'm gonna settle on a 3.75-ish star, because I definitely liked it, but the last like 20%, so much was thrown at you that I was just kind of like, whoa, that's crazy, but like almost not in a good way. Like, plot twist after plot twist after plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. But yeah, I thought it was a good time. I just like thrillers. I mean, what else can I say? I will say though, I do think I'm going to respin my wheel, which technically breaks the rules I established the first day, but I'm pretty much out of audiobooks to read unless I do an immersion read, which I could do that because I started I started Hellbent earlier in this video, and I do have the audiobook for Hellbent. I was doing an immersion read, so like, maybe I'll just do that. Kind of break the rules by doing a little bit of an immersion read, but I don't have any other books that are like strictly audio, so I can't follow the prompt exactly. But you know what? Yeah, I think we're gonna pick up Hellbent for the afternoon. I am on page 78, so I have about 4-ish hours of audiobook immersion read to finish, so let's go read that. I did post my review for You're Not Welcome Here if you want to read it. My Goodreads is always linked down below, so anywho, let's get reading. Okay, it's 9 p.m. I didn't finish either book, so I guess you could call this challenge a bust. But I did technically read stuff from each category every day, so like, also kind of a win. My husband got home at 3 p.m. today, and then we built, well, he built while I watched and made dinner and cleaned out our old ones. Built these bedside tables. We have real ones finally. We were using just like these plastic storage bins for a while that I had used in college as a dresser. So they were old and crusty and needed to go. These are perfect. I'm so happy. It is like everything I wanted and more. I have a little place for my reads down here that I can just like pull it out, slip it back in when it's bedtime. I have like actual drawers of stuff now. My skincare can be off of my, what is that thing called? My windowsill. So while I didn't completely ace my challenge, I aced life. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm sorry it was like kind of all over the place and a little chaotic, but we like to keep it real over here on my channel. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.